Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Yesterday, I was talking about The Science of Getting Rich. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, that was discussed often by my mentor, Bob Proctor. The world focuses so much on lack and limitation and competition, but when you realize that this is an infinite universe, everyone should be able to get whatever he wants. Everyone should be able to live the way he chooses. It's when mankind wants power and control and wants more and more and more, thinking that when one person takes more, that takes away from others. But think about the air that you breathe. I want you to take a deep breath in and let that go. And notice it didn't take away my ability to breathe or the person next to you. It doesn't take away any amount of air for anyone else. There is plenty to go around. And if you believe that there is infinite energy, or whether you believe that there is an infinite God, whatever your definition is of God, universe, universal mind, higher power, there should be no one lacking. And I've come to study consciousness. It's because of our own conscious awareness of what's missing that allows us to focus on lack and limitation. Many of us grew up in that world. There's not enough to go around. But Wallace Wattles tells us there are principles in getting rich, and it's a science. And he says that an individual gets rich by doing things in a certain way. Not doing certain things, but doing things in a certain way. In order to do so, you must be able to think in a certain way. Your way of doing things is the direct result of the way you think about things. I'm going to quote Wallace Wattles. To do things in a way you want to do them, you will have to acquire the ability to think the way you want to think. This is the first step toward getting rich. To think what you want to think is to think truth, regardless of appearances. You have the natural and inherent power to think what you want to think, but it requires far more effort to do so than it does to think the thoughts which are suggested by appearances. To think according to appearances is easy. To think truth, regardless of appearances, is laborious and requires the expenditure of more power than any other work you have to perform. There is no labor from which most people shrink as they do from that of sustained and consecutive thought. It is the hardest work in the world. This is especially true when truth is contrary to appearances. Every appearance in the visible world tends to produce a corresponding form in the mind which observes it. This can only be prevented by holding the thought of the truth. Wallace Wattles says to look upon the appearance of disease will produce the form of disease in your own mind and ultimately in your own body. Instead, you must hold the thought of the truth, which is there is no disease. Dis-ease is only an appearance, and the reality is health. It goes on to say to look upon the appearances of poverty will produce corresponding forms in your own mind. Instead, you must hold to the truth that there is no poverty, there is only abundance. It requires power to think health when surrounded by the appearances of disease, or to think riches when in the midst of the appearances of poverty. But when you acquire this power, you become a master mind. You can conquer fate. You can have what you want. This power can only be acquired by getting hold of the basic fact which is behind all appearances, that there is one thinking substance from which and by which all things are made. Then we must grasp the truth that every thought held in this substance becomes a form, and that a person can impress thoughts upon it so as to cause them to take form and become visible things. You know, you've heard thoughts become things. What you focus on grows. There's even proof in quantum physics that when you look at a particle, it changes. When you decide what you want and disregard current appearances, disregard your past history, don't worry about the how something is going to manifest. Start doing things in a certain way, and the certain way is by law, the laws of the universe. Every thought held in the thinking substance becomes a form. The physical reality is the last stage. When you sit quietly and think about what you want, and you build that desire, you see an image in your mind, and what would you love? Why do you want it? Because you're in love with it. You feel that you'll feel better when you have it. Well, truly, when you start to focus your mind on what you want, not with the feeling of lack and limitation and poverty and stress, but with the feeling that you're going to feel once you're living the way you want to be living, once you've created what you want to bring into physical reality, whether it's peace, love, joyous, wonderful, close relationships with family, with friends, with a particular love interest. Some people think they will be happier when they're financially wealthy and they can buy whatever they want and travel wherever they choose and gift abundantly to their family and friends and charities. Other people want to focus on creating solutions to some major problems in this world. Sometimes little annoyances, and you think, I could do better than that. Why didn't someone figure out how to do this easier? As you understand that there is a problem and you're looking for a solution, your brain waves, your mind, your thinking ability can go into a beautiful, infinite thinking substance, and start to think, what if that was true? What if I was living this way? What if it was simple, easy, fun? What if I really could live in financial abundance and have the time freedom to enjoy it? What would I be doing? I now have unlimited leisure time. I know that I can't just sit on a beach drinking margaritas all day. That's fun for a little while, but then you want to do something purposeful. You want to do something meaningful. You want to do something that contributes to the good of the world. What if there was a solution where no one was homeless? What if there was a solution that everyone felt worthy and could understand that this is an infinite universe? When we grasp the truth that every thought held in this thinking substance becomes a form, and that a person can impress thoughts upon it so as to cause them to take form and become visible things, what would I choose? How would I want to be living? What would I bring into form? How would I help my family, my friends, my community? How would I change the world? Wallace Waddle says, when we realize this, we lose all doubt and fear because we know that we can create what we want to create. We can get what we want to have and can become what we want to be. As a first step toward getting rich, and he doesn't just mean financial wealth, he's talking about rich blessings in every area of your life. What area of your life would you work on first? Your health? There is no disease, but when you focus on dis-ease, then what does it feel like to be at peace, to be enjoying life, to be calm, to be confident, to be healthy, fit, active, doing whatever you want to be doing because your body is healthy and strong? How would that feel? How does it feel to be richly blessed in relationships, to bring peace and calm and enjoyment? Love is resonance. When you're in love with someone or an experience or a thing, maybe your pet, when you truly feel a loving vibrational energy, you feel better. And when you feel better, life becomes better and you attract things that are meant for your good and the greater good of the world. Everything vibrates. Everything has a vibrational energy, including your thoughts. Pay attention to your thinking and think more often of solutions, of what you want, of how wonderful it feels to be living the way you choose to live. Wallace Waddell says, as a first step toward getting rich, we must believe the three fundamental statements. There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. You can form things in your thought, and by impressing thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing you think about to be created. You must lay aside all other concepts of the universe. You must dwell upon this until it is fixed in your mind and has become your habitual thought. Fix every word upon your memory and meditate upon them until you firmly believe what they say. If a doubt comes to you, cast it aside as a sin. Do not listen to arguments against this idea. Do not ask why these things are true, nor speculate as to how they can be true. Simply take them on trust. The science of getting rich begins with the absolute acceptance of this faith. There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. That thinking stuff is pouring into you. There is a universal intelligence. There is a higher power. If you believe in one God that is available to all, then think about the good that He has meant for you. Everything that you want is yours. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. You can think in whichever direction you want, but if you're co-creating your world with the omnipotent God, why not think thoughts of love and beauty, joy, peace, harmony, enjoyment? Embody that spirit of love and peace, and then you attract everything that allows that to be in your physical world. Thinking is the first step, holding the feeling, and then taking action. Different thoughts, different feelings, different actions will produce different effects in your world. You are the cause of the effects that are going on in your life. Cause new effects. The third step, Wallace Waddell says, is you can form things in your thought, and by impressing thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing you think about to be created. Let's take another deep breath. Take in 3 deep breaths and imagine this infinite intelligence, this infinite creative ability, this infinite potential. Everything is possible, and you're getting a download of information. You are sitting quietly and breathing in all of the infinite intelligence, the power, the knowledge, the faith, the well-being, allowing your body to relax, allowing this beautiful, loving energy to flow to and through you, the divine infinite power is flowing into your beautiful mind. Beautiful picture that you have for how you want your life to be, where you want to be living, how you want to be loved and respected. Fill yourself up with that energy to the point that it radiates out from you. We are magnetically drawing to us whatever we're in harmony with. As you fill yourself with peace, love, joy, respect, health, and the faith that everything comes to you at the right time in the thoughts that you hold in your mind, with the feeling that it's already yours. Breathe in that knowing. Be at ease. Mentally envision yourself already in possession of the results that you desire. Whatever it is that you desire, the results are as real in your mind as the clothes you're wearing. Really see the picture. Really be there. When you allow your mind and your body to relax, beautiful ideas flow into your marvelous mind. What would you choose for your family? What would you choose for travel? What would you choose for love and peace? Your mind and body must be in that harmonious vibrational energy, and then everything of like energy is attracted to you. All the people, all the resources, all the circumstances, everything that you require to be living in that physical reality that you're holding in your beautiful imagination and in your heart, that becomes your life. You are the cause of the effects in your life. What would you have for a real, wonderful, ideal reality? The first step is to calm your mind and your body, to visualize what it looks like, what it would feel like, and then take the time to write it down. As you're writing, oftentimes you get a download. It comes from infinite intelligence. It comes from a higher version of you. If you're focused on the end goal, a result that you truly desire to bring into physical reality, to be living in a certain way, when you feel that and you give thanks for it already happening, the universe conspires to make it happen. Everything is attracted to you, and as you write, you may notice your pen just takes off and starts writing, and it gives you instructions. The infinite intelligence works through you in order to find the solution, in order to live the way you want to be living. A key is to feel how you want to be feeling when you're financially wealthy, when you have all that time freedom to do the purposeful work and enjoy your leisure time, when you're helping create the solutions that will change the world, get into that energetic vibration, and you will receive answers. You will get a download of what to do next. Trust the process. Have faith. As you work on calming your mind and your body and writing about what you really desire, you will notice things changing in your world. Give thanks for what you've been through, give thanks for what is, and give thanks for what's coming. How does it feel now that you're living the way you want to be living? How does it feel now that you are the person that has that beautiful goal in your mind and in your heart? Do this every morning. Do this every night before you go to sleep. And if you can schedule it into your calendar, do it at least once or twice more throughout the day. Focus your thought energy on where you want to land, what you want to be doing, how you want to be living. And like magic, it appears in physical form. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.